Yeah, viewers, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be, which part of the world you are. Welcome to another edition of LETV here. We dissect the issues right, dissecting the issues. That's what we do politically. Uh, we look at elections, political issues, geopolitical issues, or you can call it diplomatic relations. So all these are discussed over here. But let's jump right into it. Hey, wait a minute. Don't go. Do me this favor. Hit the like button, comment, and share. Now, we are going straight to the West African sub-region in the country of Liberia, the Republic of Liberia, a very beautiful country. Um, Far away, just across Republic of Cote d'Ivoire. And yesterday, on the 14th of May, the Vice President of Liberia, uh, Mr. Jeremiah Koung'S, addressed the Senate, which is the parliament in Ghana. And I would like us to walk through his message that he delivered to the Senate in Monrovia. Liberia is a very beautiful country, beautiful tourist sites, and if you like to visit Liberia, I encourage you to tour that country. You enjoy the people. They are some of the coolest people on the planet. Very good to be with. They're very kind. And let's get into his message. He started the message by addressing, all the protocols are observed, right? So I'd like us to read as we read the message. I walk through it with you. Honorable Speaker, members of the National Legislature, honor the Chief Justice and Associate Justices of the Supreme Court, Dean, members of the Cabinet, all the protocols observed. So we jump right into this different in the speech itself. For more than 6 decades, successive Liberian presidents have made proclamations declaring today, 14th May, as National Unification and Integration Day. So this a holiday in Liberia. Actually, I myself, I lived over there before for a couple of years before returning to Accra. So I know the political terrain, the geographical terrain of Liberia so well. I love the people over there. Yeah, so it's one of the holidays that they're observing in the Republic of Liberia. I'm a king of Monserrado. I lived in Monserrado County. I'm the king of Monserrado, not Georgia. The rationale behind today's celebration is to arouse our national consciousness on the importance of unity and integration of maintenance of peace and the attainment to sustainable development of Liberia. Yeah, what does it mean talking about peace? Liberia once upon a time fell into civil crisis. They themselves call it a World War One and World War Two. I think that World War One started somewhere 1989, December 1989. Actually, it should start from April 14th, right? So 1989 to 1997. That is the First World War. So they didn't know peace from a 14-year period of war that took a lot of lives, destroyed a lot of properties. Many families were torn apart in the Republic of Liberia. Uh, it was a tribal sentiment in two categories. Tribal sentiment in two categories. There's the American Liberian issue and indigenous Liberian issue. Then the other one. Alright, so we continue. I'm therefore honored to represent His Excellency Joseph Nyoma Boakai Sr., President of the Republic of Liberia, and to speak directly to the heart and minds of the Liberian people. Yes, so the incumbent president of Liberia is Mr. Joseph Nyoma Boakai. He served as the vice president of VP to Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. He contested the election back in 2016, 2016-17, and lost to George Weah, the greatest African footballer in the history of our continent. We have come a long way on a journey replete with challenges ranging from the struggle for national independence to the integration of indigenous Liberian into society, to the struggle for establishment of multi-party democracy, culminating with a bloody civil war which tore the fabric of our nation, which is true. I earlier on said 14 years of war. When I sit amongst Ghanaians and they talk about because of the hardship in the country, they are raging for war. I just laugh. Sometimes I remember harshly speaking to some elderly people. Like, what do you mean? You don't understand war. You just think it's like giving flowers and buying your bread to eat. When the man with a gun stands at your door or knocks your door and step out with your family, he holds that gun right on your head. No prayer will save you. I have lived amongst the Liberians and I understand what war means. Out of 10 Liberians, you are among each one of them had a family member killed. It's an emotional thing. That is why I don't encourage people speaking about war as if it's like going to play a football match. War destroyed Liberia. Alright, so let's get into it. Let's continue. Alright, throughout these years and in spite of multitude of challenges, you, the Liberian people, have continued to demonstrate your resilience in the quest for national unity. Yes, I would say in West Africa, well, I may be wrong, in Africa, in West Africa to be precise, you can even equate the Sudanese, Somalians to the Liberians are the most resilient human beings. 14 years of civil war, being a refugee in another man's country, and when that was about to settle, Ebola hit them again. You don't know what that means to the psyche of a people. So there is no need going on the same path. It should be a path of reconstruction where people can live peacefully. You know, nobody needs war. We all want to live. Life may be difficult, especially living in Ghana or in life in general. But it's okay when you see you can breathe the breath that God gave you without anybody bringing guns, holding it at your head. You're watching your wife being killed. You're watching your friend being killed. You're watching yourself alive. Women were raped. Their pregnancies were raped. Fetuses were taken right there. People were laughing. But it was happening. Hearts were ripped. I walked to all those places, Congo town. I know all those places. Somalia Drive. And I told you in the beginning, I'm the king of Montserrat. Alright. Today we have come not only to celebrate the 64th anniversary of the national unification and integration, but also to salute our people for keeping our nation peaceful, irrespective of our political, ethnic, and religious differences. Let it be known that the bonds which tie us together as a people are much longer than elements which intend to divide us, which is true. We should focus on something that is positive, rather than things that always go to divide us. Things that hold us together, all right? The things that hold us together must be respected, must be protected, rather than the things that divide us. And that is what I'm not saying on the African continent. And most of the time, especially Black Africa, we are hell bent on tribalism, which is an insidious stuff in Ghana. I mean, you don't see it, but it's in everybody's mind in general. All right. Let's continue. Today, the Liberia enjoys a representative democracy in which the voices of all Liberians are heard through the ballot process. Yes, today there is a democracy in Liberia. There has always been, but that democracy was destroyed by the Civil War, and they had to reinvent that. Right. Okay, we continue. It is with a sense of pride that I can today report that Liberians live in a society where exclusions and deprivations of basic individuals' rights suffered by people based on their ethnicity are a thing of the past. There are no American Liberians or indigenous Liberians. Now, I'm gonna explain this a bit. Liberia is a country politically divided into two. There is a one part for the American Liberians and the other part for the indigenous Liberians. How does that work? How does that happen? The American Liberians are those who return to the land, those slaves that were taken out of Africa and back to the land. So they have a particular identity amongst themselves. And in their quest to rule, they neglected the indigenous Liberians. So they accord them with no respect. And for a long period of time, and I think it was Sergeant Doe who broke the jinx. He was the first indigenous Liberian to be the president of Liberia. Meaning from 1847, American Liberians were the ones ruling Liberia. The indigenous Liberians were relegated completely to the background. And that was a vexation. How would you come and relegate everybody? And when you take over the governance, the economy, the natural resources, that should benefit everybody. You get to Liberia, you see that. If an American Liberian takes an indigenous Liberian and raises him, the indigenous Liberian goes to bear that person's like more, the weeks, the slaves. Now he also feels proud. I remember I was eating a bar in Liberia, and there was a lady passing, and what kind of food you eating? So that you might go look for some civilized food. I said, which food is a civilized food? And I asked her which food is civilized. Get spaghetti. Spaghetti is a civilized food. And so day in day out I was learning. Day in day out I was learning, and not an easy thing actually to see over there. Sometimes it with a laughter I was taking it right. So we move into it. So there is the American Liberian and there is the indigenous Liberian, but he is saying no, there's no such thing. And this reminds me of Barack Obama's message, right? There is no Republican or there is no Democrat, right? There is the United States of America. So I think this speech lends credence to that, which contributed to a 14-year civil war. Our government has a responsibility to change these narratives, yes. So his government has a responsibility. As a vice president, he has a lot more to do in order to unify his people. Even in Liberia today, there is that division. There is quite a vast division, because there are those on the other hand who are calling for those who partook in a civil war to be brought to justice, whilst there are others who are also saying, no, it doesn't matter, just let it be. They are quick to forgive, right? They say, oh, the man, and he says sorry, and the man says sorry. I say sorry, what you want? In Rwanda, still today, people are brought to justice. In Germany, still brought to justice. It's okay, all those people who partook in the Nazi activities in Germany, wherever you are, they'll find you. But Liberians really do not want to partake in that. And then the Ulimo K, Ulimo J, the INPFL, all these splits. I think the INPFL was led by Prince Johnson, and Chastela. Prince Johnson actually split from Chastela. So Chastela was moving with the National Patriotic Front of Liberia, which, yeah, that was what Chastela was leading, and Prince Johnson went to form his own. Where Doe was murdered, where Doe was buried, I actually went there. I took a wreath when Ellen Johnson's levy went to Montserrat to lay a wreath on Doe's grave. I was there. So what I did was, when everybody left, I took the thread from the reef that was laid on the grave, which I still have today with me. It's in my room now. I kept it somewhere far there, still in the envelope. It's still in. One day I'll show it to you. So it's hard. It's hard. But what makes you happy in Liberia is the people, the generous. All right, let's move on. It is with a sense of pride that I can today report. Okay, I've read that. I've read this already. We are one people with one common patrimony, striving to achieve a shared destiny, a better Liberian for our children to inherit. Yes, this is a good speech. This is the process everybody should be embarking on, not holding on to the path of destruction. It doesn't build a nation. About 20,000 people were murdered. Friends turned against friends, families against families, just because of war. War. And I don't want to see war anywhere. I don't want to see war anywhere. All right. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it's my conviction that we have come of age. Our experiences have taught us that unity is the umbrella which protects us from external threats and serves as the most essential requirements for peaceful coexistence. Yes, if there is unity amongst people, they can live together happily ever they want to. Whatever they want to do, they can achieve a common goal, a common purpose. They can build a nation without planning of destroying such a nation with guns from outside. What is the purpose of war? When you destroy your own people, the grills and the crowns and the minor people. You know, I enjoyed my potato green stew. Today is my favorite food. And this morning I was chatting with Anso Duncan. All right, my buddy from Liberia, and I will say, man, I can't eat my man. I can't eat my potato green now. I'm missing Liberia. I'm telling you, I can't eat that in there. I'm missing it. Bowie. My people are missing Liberia. Bowie. I come in. I come in there. I come in. I just want to eat potato green. Tobogi. Oh my. Oh man. Tobogi. Tobogi. Pan butter. Yeah. You might not say. Now my favorite food right there. I'm telling you, if you're eating potato green this morning, you're gonna put mine down. Alright. Let's continue. The generation before us did their utmost to keep our country alive. Yes, they tried. They tried, but certainly fell short of responsibility to keep our people united. It is now our task to champion the cause for a united people and to maintain our growing peaceful coexistence. Alright, so this is something beautiful to actually work with. I am a strong supporter of any good government. I've been a fan of George Weah. He's a man to look up to, in a sense that his story from Gibraltar of Liberia is a motivating one. When you get to Liberia, you would understand this. And he was able to do what he could do, but I think along the line, he took everything for granted. All right, I was there during his campaign. I was there during his election. I was there when he won the election. I know he was going to win, but sometimes I'll play the devil's advocate with the guys I was moving with. Deep down, you would know that this guy's going to win the election. He's going to win. And he won it. He did it. Right. So he won the election hands down. Right. In actual fact, I mean, I must say this, don't crucify me for this. Ellen Johnson Sirleaf never won an election in Liberia. Never. I never won a single election in Liberia. George Weah always won the elections in Liberia. Due to some political games and things happen for the peace of the people. And Mr. George Weah, the daughter himself, Chipoti himself, he loves peace, But it's good with the people. The people love him. I wish our president would be like that, George Weah could go anywhere. He could eat with people anywhere. He speaks like the people. He walks like the people. He's living with them, eating in La Pabido. Yeah, Kobo. Yeah, man, my man. I'm missing all of that. So I think I'm also looking forward to seeing this government also succeed. The rules, uh, I'm sure right now from Maryland to Monrovia, the road might be constructed. I mean, the roads are very bad. To Nimba, I think Nimba Road is good, but when you come to Saniquelli, not good at all, right? So it's good. All right, viewers, I thank you for watching this episode of Full LE TV, and don't go. Wait. Before you go, hit the like button, subscribe for more news and commentary, and also share this video. And finally, comment right down. Comment. I need your opinion. Whatever thing that I can do right, I need it. All right. Thank you very much. Thank you. See you next time.